January. Hope you friends are doing great out there. If you friends like this, please like and subscribe. Okay, guys, this is for the 27th through the 31st. Let's see what's going on with you. Best message, please, for the future Cancer Leo. And welcome back, all subscribers. Anyone new, welcome, welcome, and cross watchers. Okay. What's going on with you at the end of the month? We're almost done here, guys. At the end of the month. Bringing in that inner strength. Watch that self-doubt at the end of the month, and it just could be because maybe something didn't come in. It feels like it could be a lower energy. It could even be, that's you, though. So that's that Leo side of you. So just kind of watch that. Something has kind of made you feel a little weak. It feels like some kind of struggle is going on over here. A little bit of, I feel like you're a little introverted right now. Kind of hiding out. And a little bit of raw emotion. Let's see why. It's all the negative talk, guys. Please don't talk down to yourself. Keep your optimism alive. It does feel like, you know, you could be moving on from trying to do such a thing, but you have this creative block, and this could be what's going on right now as you're trying to concentrate, but it feels like your concentration is a little off right now. And it feels like it could be impatience as well. Your anxieties are kind of kicking up a little bit. For those of you who are in a relationship, and to bring this up really fast, you do have Three of Swords and infidelity. So if you do know that you're feeling a little, it could be a little bit of jealousy, a little bit of insecurity, and making you hide out a little bit from this other person. It could be because, and it definitely could be a Libra you're dealing with, it could be because they're in a third-party situation. Okay. So they're definitely in a love situation. It's definitely talking about a third-party situation of infidelity. Whether it's your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your husband, your wife, it could be even just maybe you're jealous. It could even be that you're a little jealous because maybe you were dating them and maybe they went to someone else. Maybe you know they go back and forth between you and this other person. It's not a heavy-duty relationship, but you do know that you're like sharing this person. Could be for some of you. Because the relationship wouldn't be tight enough. You see what I'm saying? So you might know that they're spending time with someone else as they're trying to, you know, some people do this. I've seen it in so many readings. You know, I can't pick yet between you, Leo, or Pisces. You know what I mean? So I go kind of back and forth, and it could make you a little jealous. Right? Because you want them to yourself, but they just haven't made that commitment yet. Maybe you're trying your hardest to make the commitment with them, and it's just not happening. That's for someone. But that one seems that's a very light energy. I just want you to know that. Remember, if it's not your story, you can always watch your rising moon or Venus. And whatever doesn't resonate within the situation like that one, you can just throw it away. Everybody has their own stories of why you're kind of hiding out. If you know you're not in a relationship, then it's just, you know, I just have just the lack of concentration in the situation. And just trying to really release any kind of pain to move on, you know, trying to keep myself more optimistic about the situation. That's just the overall general for everyone, right? The movement and the progress over here is showing that, you know, as, I don't know, it feels like maybe between Sunday, Monday, somewhere, right? It's starting to move a little bit. You're seeing a little more movement, or you're moving a little bit more, trying to, you know, take control of the direction that you want as you're kind of opening up, trying to think about the situation, wanting that, manifesting. It's just all about manifesting this new career, this new financial opportunity. But you just know that you're struggling. You're no matter what, guys, it's an imbalance. You're having an imbalance. You're misaligned. Why? Because it's just a disconnection. If you guys are talking about family because of the Ten of Cups, it's almost like you want to move on. You may be thinking about moving out of the house. Maybe there's a little insecurity about moving out of the house. And then having this, breaking up the family, struggling with the relationship. If it's that infidelity thing over here, maybe you are thinking about, whether you're married or any of these things, thinking about leaving because of infidelity. If it's the boyfriend-girlfriend scenarios, it could be just the disharmony and the disconnection within this situation, shattering the dreams, of that situation. So it just feels like you're kind of in your head right now, really not. And I feel like it's just, I'm struggling within this relationship to get to this place of where I want, what I need for life. Feeling like there's some kind of restriction, and you could be giving yourself your own restriction, because it just feels like right now, it feels like you have an inner calling that that you have a new phase, you are awakened to the new phase, but it just feels like you're restricting yourself from moving to the opportunity where you need to be. So, but you're very impatient, because it just feels like, I know this is where I need to be, but I'm not taking the action to do so. And so that's where I feel like the introvertedness is coming from, because you're just not sure which direction to go in at this time. It does feel like there's going to be some some kind of domestic disharmony over here, whether you're moving, from away from a partner or your family, or you just don't want to move. But yet you have a new phase, where you're supposed to be going, you just can't seem to put that foot out the door. Can't seem to pack that bag, right? But that you have the Ace of Pentacles. That's the middle card there, guys. That's that, you need, the death. You need this ending to this new beginning. You're transforming within thought. That things are actually happening around you. It's just, how do I actually make this end for this transition? And it's not just the transition within yourself. It's actually going to be a true taking action on the outside world to actually transform and transition, actually transitioning away from the home, transitioning away from this job to get a better job. So there is definitely something that you actually have to physically do, right, to make this change, because you've already had the inner awareness and you want to go for your inner calling. You're just not there yet. You need, it's like a baby step, right? But right now, you're just kind of in hiding. And even if you're moving away from this person who may be having a third-party situation, instead of actually moving out of the relationship right now, which you should be doing, you're kind of ghosting the situation, right? So let's clarify over here. And it's an inner struggle is what it is. That's why it's saying you're not having any inner strength at this time. It's not that you're not strong, my friends. It's just that you don't have the strength to really carry on at this time, to carry forward at this time. A little indecisive of where you want to be. Oh, absolutely. You're going to have decisions and choices that you're going to need to make, and you're feeling very stressed out and restless. When you're stressed out and restless, you're not going to make the best choices, okay? Because it's going to cause confusion. And when we're in confusion of how we're going to move and how we're going to do things, you really cannot take that action. So, and therefore, it's like, I don't want to lose the opportunity to do so, but I'm just not sure how I'm going to do this just yet. Maybe you don't want to hurt anyone. Maybe you're just, it's just one of those. Maybe with a third-party situation, you feel like you're so self-involved within this situation. It's going to be hard to leave this person behind, even though they keep hurting you with seeing this other person. So, you know, it's almost like I see them as, with the Page of Coins, you might even see them as kind of selfish, stomping around, doing things like this, right? And it's kind of pushing you back, but you're just not sure exactly how I'm going to get away from this because they are going to pout, right? But it's definitely an uncomfortable feeling with the Page of Coins upside down. The Page of Coins upside down says, I feel very uncomfortable, right? I'm not comfortable right now. Yeah, that's because you're in the Eight of Swords. All up in your head and having mental conflict within yourself. That's definitely mental conflict. So trying to get out of the mental conflict. And this is where you want to, you know that you're trapped within your mind of this stress and all these things going on around you, but you're really trying to, um, compromise kind of almost with yourself not to have this war within your mind, by trying to bring optimistic views up, trying to say, you know what, there is better success. It's almost like you're, instead of talking down to yourself, it's like you're building yourself, right? So it sounds like to me, Cancer Leo, you're trying to build yourself up into boss mode, trying to make yourself understand I'm not negative talking to myself anymore. I am now optimistic and going to fight this and tell myself there is success. I am this. There is worth. This is worth fighting for, and go after what is gold, right? And making yourself kind of golden. As I say that, the only thing I think of is say, yes, Pony Boy. I love The Outsiders. It's such a great movie, great book. But yes, and that's really what it is. And it is. And that's going to encourage you and put you back into the Emperor's chair over here, guys, is really building yourself up to know that you have what it takes to move, and knowing that this move is the right direction. I mean, it's just going to have to really bring in that willpower and that strength. Like I said, for a lot of you, it feels like because you don't want to hurt anyone. Yeah, Three of Cups. I don't want to hurt anyone. On that third party situation, it's because, you know, like I said, I put a lot into this, but I'm not going to take this, you know, and a lot of that is just going to be the sadness that they've given you and the way they've made you feel. That would be that raw emotion, right? You've made me, you know, really hurt. How dare you do such a thing? Absolutely. But this is going to give you the second chance that you need and really build that passion and that dream up. As you see the lizard over here, guys, lizards are dreams. They're, you know, that is the animal totem for dreaming. Um, and, you know, that's where you're going to go after the dreams. This is where you're going to build that fire within yourself, take that growth, and say, I am ready to offer this wand to myself, right? Because I'm going to become a volcano back there. And this volcano is saying that you're ready to erupt. You're ready to move. You're ready to go, right? Nothing's going to stop you now from going after the dream that you need, right? So this is definitely where the Death card is definitely going to come in to play over here with the Ace of Pentacles, because you're going to say, this abundance that I need, that I've been manifesting, I know I have to take action on it. And this is where you're going to take that action to get there. And once you take the action, then this coin's going to come out to you and say, thank you. That's the transition I've been really waiting for. Because for this transition, you need the transition of actually the movement to get to the change of transformation, in which you've already had this other transformation going on where you're in butterfly mode, right? So it's almost like, I don't know, it's kind of crazy. It's like, should I always say that this is such a big one, you might have just Phoenix, this is almost like a Phoenix effect. Because it feels like you already butterflied, and then you're going to, you know, and then cocoon, and now you're going to butterfly again. So, I mean, how many times are you going to butterfly, right? So it just feels like it's the overall transformation. We're just going to say Phoenix effect. You're going to burn everything down and then rise. Because you already have the inner calling, right? You already have the understanding of where you need to be. So it's just now about just spread your wings and fly, right? Which is a different, you know, and the flying off as the butterfly is that different transition. So, yeah. But you're going to, it's like a great escape, though. And I think that that's how you're kind of feeling it. Like, oh my God, though, it's kind of terrible because I feel like I'm kind of escaping. Right? It's almost like the great escape. Because you're escaping the Four of Cups. Right, because you have to take this action. So you're saying, I'm not holding myself back anymore. I want this cup. I'm not going to just sit over here and pretend like it's going to be there. I'm actually going to grab that sucker, bring it down, and drink from it. Right, and then it's going to make me whole again. And that's really what you're transitioning to. That cup. I need that cup. Okay, so with the ace, yep, there it is, the ace of coins. With that cup comes the ace of coins. I just said that. That cup is the ace of coins. Yeah, and that's exactly what it is. And then it just feels like as soon as you do so, you get the ace of coins. I mean, how many times can you say it? Yes, this is going to be sad. I'm sorry. It's going to be sad. You're going to leave. You're going to, have to, self-sacrifice. It's going to be sad because you're leaving something that you worked on so hard. If it's a relationship, yes, absolutely. This disconnection that you're going to have within this family member, this friendship, this love connection. I'm sorry. It has to be a relationship somehow. If you're leaving this job for a better job and you really are connected with these people, it's going to be sad. And I feel like this is why you didn't make the movement so much, was because you feel like you're going to hurt this Taurus. You're going to hurt this Capricorn, Virgo, whoever this person is. I've got so much Taurus. I wouldn't doubt that it's not a Taurus. But you're going to hurt this person because you know you have to move on. Yes. And the only thing that's holding you back right now is fear itself. That's it. Don't tell me. You have the devil and and the Nine of Swords. Fear itself. That's the only thing that's holding you back is fear itself. There's nothing toxic in this situation. It's just fear. And I'm telling you, it's the fear of hurting this other person or fear of not having this person. Fear of having to start over again. Fear of being hurt again. Oh my God, there's that one too. I mean, if you're in a third party situation, it's the fear of being hurt again. Yeah, so having your inner calling over here in this new phase is just saying it's going to get you to where you need to be. With the Magician upside down, it's just like, this is what you have to do. There's just no magic here. I mean, literally, that's just it right there. There's no magic where you are. You need to go after the magic. Yeah, you have to let go of this situation so you can get to your magic. Yep, to the Ten of Coins. That's all it is. So the overall card for you, my friends, that's exactly all it is. To get to the inner calling of what you know is true, you're going to have to, it literally feels like self-sacrifice. I mean, we didn't get a hangman, and that's fine. You don't have to have one. I'm telling you right now, it's self-sacrifice, and you know it, no matter how it is. Because you're going to have to let go. Yes, you cannot live in the past. You cannot, live in the past of this. You cannot just hold on to old memories. This is something that, it's not going to fall through the roof for you. You have to actually take action on to get to your new life, your new homestead, your new celebration, a place where you feel like this is your homecoming. This is a place for you, making you feel whole again. Your new, joyful, harmonious life. Oh my gosh. Right? Having the breakthrough, making sure that you have the mental clarity for this new success that is coming through. You know where you're supposed to be and you know what you're supposed to be doing. Right? And it's kind of crazy because you do, right? You do. It just feels like, it's just one of those, yeah, it could be time management. It puts you in your head, balancing the decisions, trying to adapt to all the situations, and you will have to adapt to the new situations, my friends, and you will have multiple priorities that you're going to have to do. This is for sure. Absolutely. Before you can actually walk away and do the things you need to do, but you know exactly what you're supposed to do, right? You already know that because of the judgment call. You already had the judgment call. You already had the great awakening. It's just getting there. Okay? Until next time, my friends, peace and love. Bye-bye.